Alrighty, 3, 2, 1. Hello, and welcome everybody to tonight's absolutely lovely, fantastic dinosaur action. A couple nights off there, still was doing everything I could, grinding the ladder as much as possible, making some nice posts about just my experiences in general with specific cards for the list. As always, getting prepared for the spoilers coming in 2 days. 2 days, 1 day, something like that. It's almost here. Oh my goodness, I can hardly wait. It's hard to get sleep. But tonight, unlocking the full potential, trying to find, maybe the best list for the Great Henge. 2 days victory. Yeah. Oh, very exciting stuff. I don't know. I don't exactly have a clip for that. I guess Mr. Bean, yeah. Yes. Now that's about the closest one I have. But yeah, the Great Henge. It is pretty great, pretty darn fantastic. And I mentioned it before in the past, but with Marauding Raptor and Untap Huntmaster, that is cost reduction. But sometimes you're not playing a lot of creatures in a single turn to get the most benefit. If you play 3 dinosaurs, it's like Huntmaster tap for 3 mana because it is helping to play 3 creatures. But of course you could chain even more than 3. But let's pretend you played 3. Boom. Huntmaster kind of tap for 3 because it helped play 3. And Marauding Raptor as well. That is pretty amazing ramp acceleration right there. I'm very excited to have this back in. A counter on everything, you draw a card, you ramp a bit, you gain a little bit of life. Oftentimes you do get to cast this for pretty cheap, and I think anytime, whenever I do use the Great Henge, probably the Wayward Swordtooth might be the best way to go about it. And various other dinos, but it's just a match made in heaven. Even if I'm not playing an extra land on all the turns, I think it's still quite fantastic. 3, 5 power. Maybe I just play an extra land once, but then I still get to go with the Great Henge on turn 4, hopefully casting it for 4. Wayward Swordtooth being 5 power reduces the Great Henge to 4 right there, and that's pretty reasonable to play. Of course, with cost reduction and whatnot, I could likely tap the Great Henge the turn I play it for that 2 green. And what costs 2 green? Topiary Stomper. Boom. That is pretty darn divine. We may still not be at 7 lands, unfortunately, but still. 2 green, we get a basic land, we draw a card. Probably 1 or 2 turns later, this can start to attack and block, and we just pop off after that. But going with the land theme and some of the cheaper creatures, you really do get to turn on Wayward Swordtooth quite easily. Getting to 10 permanents, it is not difficult whatsoever to do that. It doesn't have trample, of course, but the main thing is it's a cheap, big body, it's a dinosaur. Chances are you can play it for pretty cheap because of that cost reduction. You draw a card, you get a counter on it, it might have haste. That's pretty good for one thing. You don't really need trample when you have so much damage the opponent can't handle everything that you have just dropped. But you do want to attack with it the turn you play the stuff. So I've kind of been tweaking things, at least tonight. Maybe for a few days I'll continue to use Perforos, Bronze-Blooded, 4 and a red, indestructible, 7/6 enchantment. As long as our devotion to red is less than 5, Perforos isn't a creature. There's probably a pretty good chance that our devotion will be less than 5 red most of the time because it is so heavily in green, but well, that's not the main thing. The main thing is other creatures you control have haste. I just want a little bit of redundancy because oftentimes Regis or Alpha, that gets killed. by an opponent's removal, and I play all these dinosaurs, I don't get to attack that turn. And then I may go around to the opponents. They have some sort of sweeper or some way to just kill us. We had to kill him that turn, but we couldn't because we didn't see this, or it was killed. That's pretty rough. So yeah, just extra way to give everything haste, and of course with the ability there of Perforos. 2 in red, you may put a red creature card or an artifact creature from your hand onto the battlefield. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. So we could wait till the very end of the opponent's end step, after the beginning of the end of the opponent's end step, which is kind of like Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. If you make your tokens after the beginning of the end step starts, you get to keep all those tokens around. So if it's at the end of your opponents, you make a bunch of Kiki-Jiki tokens, copies, you have all of those sitting around for you when it comes to your turn. 5, 6 Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. Then you just copy a whole bunch of stuff, you go infinite. And that's kind of the idea there. Boom, we put a Regis or Alpha onto the battlefield at the end of the opponent's turn. We have that ready and waiting to demolish opponents, I hope. Adam, how's it going? How's it going? Yes, happy Sunday gaming, absolutely. The countdown begins. I'm certainly going to be counting up the damage. It's going to be absolutely devastating. Super haste. Of course, with haste and making big things, then it goes, there you go. You've seen it used fantastically quite a few times, and you guys might use them as well. At least a single copy. I was using 3 at one point, sometimes 2, but even just 1. Oh, that packs a punch. Especially if the opponent has a sweeper. Maybe the only thing you're left with is a Xenagos, and then you top deck a Carnage Tyrant. Boom. Normally you wouldn't get to attack, but now with Xenagos, of course, that's doubled to 14 power. Hasty. Chances are that might be all you need to get the job done. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Otherwise, everything is, pretty straightforward. It's not 4 copies of Carnage Tyrant or 4 copies of Tyrannix Rex like I was doing in the past. We got another copy of each in the sideboard to round it out for 3 each. That's feeling pretty good. I just wanted to lean a little bit more into this Great Henge, other bodies, cheaper bodies. Perforos as well. I think I had 3 Carnage Tyrants, and I trimmed 1 copy to bring this in to give us a little bit more haste right there. Also Xenagos, that would be good to cheat out at the end of the opponent's end step with Perforos. Whew. Man, devastating. And 4 copies of Galta. This is all about casting out cheap, easy, but it's not just that. With the Wayward Swordtooth, many of you may know, but if you don't, you can get Galta down on turn 3 with haste. It is absolutely magical Christmas land, and chances are this is never going to happen, at least tonight. But if you have 4 lands by turn 3, Marauding Raptor, Huntmaster, Wayward, and Galta, you combine all that stuff and you get Galta with haste. Huntmaster on turn 2, boom. Marauding Raptor on turn 3 for 1 red because of that reduction. Wayward for 1 green because of the stacked reduction with Marauding and Huntmaster. So you played 2 things for 1 each. You haven't played your land yet, but you get to play an extra one. So you can go 1, 2 lands. You have all these creatures out, and you have easily enough to play Galta on turn 3. With those 2 lands you just played, boom, for 2. Oh, lovely stuff. Huntmaster to give Galta haste, and the opponent may just concede right there. They might be scratching their head saying, that's not fair. But it's definitely not common, not super consistent, very, very flashy. It can't block without the blessing. It's turned off completely, so it's different from the Lovestruck Beast. Kind of similar. If the Lovestruck Beast If you control a 1/1 creature, Lovestruck Beast can attack. But if you don't, it can't attack. But it can still block whether you control a 1/1 or not. Wayward Swordtooth, you can't do anything. It's not too bad. You could have some fight spells, of course, Adam. This is a very good use of Wayward Swordtooth before you get to 10 permanents. Even though you can't attack and block, you get to make use of that fantastic 5/5 body. But again, it's easy enough to turn on, I must say. Oh, no, it's going to do the trick. And possibly, if we don't draw a creature for the turn, we're looking to start chaining off a bunch of stuff. The card we draw for the turn might be Commune with Dinosaurs, which naturally should be able to dig to find a creature anyways. So we see this, we know we see a creature. It's pretty straightforward right there. Land-wise, well, it's upped a little bit. 23, I was trying 21, 22, but of course with Wayward Swordtooth, you want to sometimes be playing extra lands a turn. It's not going to happen all the time. You could go to 25 or 26 lands to really increase that chance, but that is just, it's way too much. Kind of take that line out. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Just sort of forget about that. Think of it as a sometimes thing that is going to be really good. Mainly Wayward Swordtooth, it's going to get a cheap Galt, it's going to get a cheap Great Henge, and you're going to make Wayward Swordtooth a creature a lot of the time, pretty consistently. Sideboard wise, spirits. Yesterday, oh my goodness, I think I faced some variation of spirits at least 5 times. So 4 copies of Rending Volley is in. Pretty straightforward, pretty self-explanatory, can't be countered. Basically, you destroy any spirit for 1 red. But of course it could be used against Greasefang. That is also white, part white. Boros Heroic. There you go. Take out the Illuminator Virtuoso on site. You don't let that thing live. You kill it as soon as humanly possible. Mono white humans. So it's not like super narrow. It does have quite a few uses, absolutely. Galta in the bush won't see her coming. You got that right. The opponent won't see lethal coming. They may think they're safe. Maybe all I have is Marauding Raptor and Otepka Huntmaster. I've got maximum cost reduction on maybe a lot of dinos. These 2 things plus the Great Henge. Boom. I go Wayward Swordtooth for a single green. I draw a card. It's Topiary. Play that. Boom. Draw a card. Register Alpha. The Topiary I played got me my 7th land. And wowza. Man. That is absolutely insane. And because I'm playing so many dinosaurs in a turn, Marauding Raptor could get absolutely massive. It doesn't have trample, but whatever, that's fine. Could be 12 power, 14 will be absolutely insane. This is going to be good. This one is very fun, very devastating. However, moving on, back to nature. If and when I face enchantment stuff, 5-color Fires of Invention, Enigmatic Incarnation, we beat them. There we go. Destroy all enchantments. And speaking of redundancy for haste on everything, maybe if I'm facing off against some deck that perhaps has lots of removal, or there's something that just doesn't make a lot of sense. 1 Invigorating Hot Spring, 1 in a red and a green. It enters the battlefield with 4 counters on it. But modified creatures you control have haste. What creatures are modified? Basically, every single creature with the Great Henge. All non-token creatures enter the battlefield, and you get to put a counter on it. Boom. Modified. Haste. Because of this. Or I put a counter on some creature that doesn't have it already. Maybe a token. Maybe a creature that was out before the Great Henge, and I just get to attack with everything. Make everything a little bit bigger. And if I don't want to have things countered, or I just want a little bit more haste, a copy of Rhythm of the Wild. Non-token creatures you control have Riot. Maybe I have Regis or Alpha out. That's pretty good. Or Perforos. That means Rhythm of the Wild. All my non-token creatures enter with an additional counter. But then the Great Henge puts on another counter. Because with the Riot there, we don't need the haste if they've already got it. So they just get to enter bigger. But this, a way to give haste to everything. A way to give haste to everything. Haste to everything. Just in case, because it was many times where I played a bunch of stuff and I just wasn't able to attack. And if I had been able to attack with all those creatures I dumped, I would have got the job done. Oh yeah, yeah. At least one. Well, you certainly don't want 0. That's pretty straightforward there. At least one. For sure, for sure. And yeah, 4 Galtas. Not too many people use 4. No fear, no limits, no excuses. But again, I want to increase the maximize chance. And we have so much power, we're going to play her for cheap. The opponent uses removal. We play the second copy. 2, 3. But oftentimes it might be 2. Oh, we're feeling bad. Dang! Oh. The opponent uses a counterspell on it. Shucks, we play the second copy for 2. And the opponent might concede right there because they're mad that we're using multiples. They're like, that's not fair. You're not supposed to use multiple copies of that. Gets the job done. Shifting Ceratops. Well, speaking of spirits, sometimes they're mono blue. A lot of them are part blue. This helps out quite a bit. Rending Volley to take out some of those early spirits, and then shifting to possibly block or just fly right past them. Go right past them. Because they can't block. Chances are they're at least mono blue or part blue, and we just get to do a ton of damage. And again, that single Carnage Tyrant and T-Rex, if we face off against something control related. Bring these in. Oh, nope. Tyrannosaurus Rex went out. It's been a while since I've done that. 1 second. Get back to him. Get back in the sideboard there, buddy. Yeah, I think we just jump right into it. Okay. Haste makes waste of your opponents. Absolutely. Like it's all but guaranteed to happen a little bit tonight. Yeah, the Great Henge. You draw multiple stuff. You want to play multiple things in a single turn with that cost reduction, because then you're going to be feeling good. Maybe I play 5 dinosaurs in a single turn. It's like Marauding Raptor tapped for 5 mana. Ooh, think about that. Now that's acceleration. Even if it helped with 2, that's still quite fantastic. Oh, yeah, I love the looks of that. Absolutely. We got a bunch of lands. Commune with Dinosaurs, probably to grab Marauding Raptor, I would imagine. Wayward Swordtooth, bunch of lands. We got to play multiples. Yeah. Pay the 2 life. Oh, and we'll get a land. Unfortunately, we see a Great Henge was sent to the bottom, but we got other copies. Oh, the opponent says nice. Facing off against maybe Boros Heroic or something like that. Hey, there we go. We got Huntmaster. Hopefully it doesn't die to play with fire, Reckless Rage. That's not good. Oh, we got Bard class. Naya Bard class. My, oh my. Well, this certainly is an interesting turn of events. We may be mostly dead next turn after they do Bard class's thingamajig. We'll do a little bit of damage with Huntmaster there, and yeah. Oh boy. So they made Bard class level 2. When Bard class is level 2, legendary spells you cast cost a red and a green less to cast. This effect reduces only the amount of colored mana you pay. And my oh my, look, we're getting a wee bit flooded. However, we got Regis Alpha. That's pretty good. We're at 10 permanents. How good was that? Turn 4, 10 permanents, maximum aggression. That's what you want to do. Whew. Can't attack with a token, of course, because 3 power and Hajar is 4. We know they don't have too many legendaries because, well, we don't know it's good game yet. They could barf a lot of stuff. think we still... Well, it could be a good game for us. That is what they were saying. Yeah, I expect it's not going to be pretty. I got to imagine it'll be okay. We have the token to block somebody. Huh. Man, that's a lot of trample damage. We better get something that isn't a land next turn, hopefully. My oh my. Oh, we got it. We got the queen. We got the queen.
Ruthless aggression.
I assume that's a good game. We got to do something. Yeah, I think so.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
Whew. All right. Well, what a thrilling start to the night. You never know what you're going to get. But of course, with it being live, it's all that much better. Man. Thumbs up. That's why you want lots of copies of Galta. I would imagine, well, there's a very good chance that card would not have been Galta. We would not have played a 12/12 trample haste for 2 green. Pretty good. It's like the KB lame meme. Whatever, the guy that... Yeah. Pretty straightforward. That's good stuff. However, Bard class. Bard class has to go down, has to absolutely be killed on sight. Hopefully responding to when they leveled it up, when they spend some mana. I've done that before actually, during a stream. They spend 2 to make it level 2, and while that trigger is on there, boom, we take it out, and chances are they can't play anything afterwards because it is non-existent, and they may be conceding right then. However, what would I cut? Collision Colossus is in the format, Adam. I have used Collision Colossus to help get a Galta. And of course, Colossus making Marauding Raptor bigger, +4, +2 in trample. That was extra devastating a few times. Have you? Oh, it's good. 6 damage, instant speed to target creature with flying. Also quite nice as well. But. I think we go some communes. We'll leave it like that. All right. Maybe mulligan a little aggressively to find that back to nature, to take out the Bard class. But sometimes they just don't get the Bard class anyways. That's the thing. They have a playset, and certainly the first copy could be quite a few turns below. I imagine they mulligan pretty aggressively for that, because it's what the whole deck centers around. We'll see. Yeah, love Collision Colossus. This could be okay. Turn 1 commune, grab a 3rd land, or if we draw a 3rd land for our first draw, we could grab Marauding to go... I'm going to try it. Depending what we draw here, could change things. What we grab. I've seen worse, but it could be good. That's kind of part of the combo right there. Oh, we got a land. Okay, so... Oh, we got Marauding Raptor. Good stuff. Bard class legends. They don't have early removal, I think. Usually they don't. Nuts. Okay, well, we're not dead. But we may be. All right, how many things are they going to barf? Maybe their whole hand. Domri for 1, make mana. They could have a bunch of legendary creatures that only cost, yes, Ruby is a red and a green. She is free. Golly gee. Probably going to do it. Ouch. Another land might be nice. Okay, not the end of the world. I'll just go with Wayward. Yeah. At the very least, you see what you have to do. You see what not to do. I definitely could have mulliganed. I thought it was worth a shot. Figuring maybe they wouldn't get the Bard class. Okay, that's pretty good. Search your library for a creature. Mana value X or less. Put okay. Not today. Yeah, that tends to do the trick. Oh my goodness. Yikes. Good game, absolutely. Well, you know what I'm going to be mulliganing for. Fortunately, they don't know I have this. We'll catch them by surprise. But let's think. Is there anything that might be good against this deck? Not so much. Maybe Rending Volley. Some of those white legendary creatures. Not so much Jetmir Nexus of Revels. Let me think. Yeah, pretty much just mulligan aggressively for Back to Nature. I'm just happy I have something like it in the list overall. Yeah, that's what I felt. Oh, okay. I'm not going to mulligan to not see it and be kicking myself. Yeah. There's a very good chance I'll see something for 3 or less by turn 3 or turn 2. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Certainly could have been better, but we need to see that. Yeah, have an enter tapped. Bard class, do it. Oh my goodness. Oh gee, I wish I had something good coming up. Nuts. Do it. Yeah. You're playing nothing this turn, buddy. There we go. Woo! Smoke 'em. Hopefully they don't have another one. Cross your fingers. Okay, we're good. Smoked, yes. They can play 1 legendary creature this turn for 2. I bet. Oh, Hajar. Oh man, that guy's pretty cool. But we got Carnage Tyrant. I like that instead. Galta next turn. If I get 1 more land, I can make 7 mana. I go Regisaur for 5, Galta for 2, and the opponent is probably dead. I hope. No Bard class. Okay, no, that's pretty good, Samet. Not too much trouble there. She's not going to be attacking. Absolutely. We had a nice big thing you can't target. Hopefully big enough. Nice. Oh. The question becomes, do I like Galta? I guess just Galta. Seems good. Yeah. I like it. Attack with Carnage Tyrant. Boom. See what they do. Hopefully they can't kill me. I would imagine Galta is safe. Nothing with Death Touch, so Galta would able to... Oh!
You won! You did it!
There we go. Ooh. Hey, I said exactly what needed to happen. I did that exact thing. That was a very crazy hand to keep. Nom, absolutely. You would be like, 3 lands, Back to Nature, Regis or Alpha, and some Galtas, huh? That's how important taking out Bard class is at that exact moment. right when they level up to level 2. Picture perfect. Doesn't get sweeter than that. Okay. Oh, we got him. Yeah. If you play enough, you've probably played against just about anything, and I've definitely played against that. Oh my goodness. Almost to 200. I should be at 200,000 by the time Lost Caverns of Ixalan releases. Man, I'm not even going to have to spend a quarter of that to get all the cards I need, because I'll get a bunch of rares and mythics with the drafts that I do. Oh, man, that's good. It is. I would say so against that. That's pretty good for a time walk. Man. It's pretty cool to know that we literally would have lost if we had not done it at that exact moment when they mostly tap out. They would have played basically everything they had. Everything would have entered a little bit bigger with Bard class's first ability there. Legendary creatures enter with a counter. Yeah. Perfection. Hopefully it is a sign of things to come with the matches. It won't be too many matches tonight. Got to start work early tomorrow. A little bit earlier. All right, Ryumin, 1, 2, 3. Oh, don't like that. Maybe if it was a stomping ground. No. Okay, that's quite a bit better. Oh, we'll certainly keep that. I'll send a Wayward Swordtooth to the bottom. I like keeping all those lands, keeping the possibility of Wayward playing at least an extra land to turn alive. Maybe a Marauding Raptor coming up. Oh, we'll do Marauding Raptor, definitely. Would have been nice, maybe to grab that Great Henge. Ugh. Had to be Thoughtseize at least once or twice tonight. They'll probably get rid of Wayward, but then they got a Fatal Push for Marauding, I think. Oh, okay, good stuff. Well, hopefully they don't have a counter spell for Wayward. Maybe it is just blue, black. Oh, Esper Legends. Well, something bad is coming up. Kind of makes me wish I had more than just 2 copies of Carnage Tyrant and 2 copies of Tyrannix Rex. Maybe they're not super threatened. But the question is, what version of Esper is it? What mixture of stuff? Chances are it's Greasefang somewhere in here. I'd be surprised if I didn't see Greasefang. Oh, okay.
It's a trap!
There. Sometimes you get to play multiple lands a turn. We got to play exactly enough to do that. Can't make me kill that, buddy. But of course, that was very, very fortunate. Wow. Blink and you miss it. Oh yes, Greasefang. But Parhelion 2 can't kill us anyway. It's not a problem. We're at full health. Oh, there's a Parhelion 2. Okay, Greasefang coming in hot. Well, Tyrannix Rex won't be able to blast through the 2 angel tokens that Parhelion 2 makes. A total of 8 toughness. That is roughness. We would need another Tyrannix Rex, which was pretty insane to play it on turn 4 there. But yeah, that was a lot of lands to have in our opening hand at the start. Oh, the Great Henge. Well, that's pretty great. Question is, will it be too little, too late? Doesn't really matter. I don't think. You know what? We won't attack. Just in case Greasefang attacked. Tyrannix Rex could block Greasefang to Yeah, never mind. They got lots of ways to discard stuff. Okay. We did a fun thing, but too little too late. Not so great. Rending Volley it is. There you go. Like I mentioned, we get to take out Greasefang, so at least we have something to do it. I think this seems to be pretty heavily focused on Greasefang. It's not just Esper Legends or something like that, with a little bit of Greasefang sprinkled in. And we got Moment of Truth, looking at the top 3 cards, putting one into your hand, one into your graveyard, and one on the bottom. So, of course, the one put into the graveyard, chances are it would be a vehicle. This is real Esper Greasefang. Definitely Rending Volley. Gonna do the trick. Yeah. Drifting Ceratops? Well, perhaps. Galta? Chances are some of the early stuff could get killed quite a bit. Maybe I'll trim 2 copies. Carnage Tyrant and T-Rex. Nah. Trim a couple of them. 2 communes. I brought in those Rending Volleys. I have to make space somewhere. Maybe it's going to kind of be like that Bard class match. Not so much. I have to take them down twice in a row. It's not the worst thing in the world. A bunch of lands in Marauding. But Marauding's probably going to get killed. 1 mulligan. Okay, that is better, I think. Send Carnage Tyrant to the bottom. If we get the Great Henge, it could be pretty great having these cheaper creatures. Starting off with a turn 1 Thoughtseize. Never gets old. Nuts. Okay, it's pretty good. I imagine they want to get rid of Wayward Swordtooth there. And you saw how we got that absolutely painful Tyrannix Rex out. Fatal pushes. Well, we got Taupe here. We got another land. Hopefully we don't get flooded again. My goodness. Well, that's how it goes sometimes. Could I trim it down to 22? Maybe. Sometimes I played 21, but again, I want to have just a touch more to increase the chances of playing multiples. That's pretty good. I think we'll be alright. Rona, Herald of Invasion, of course, an absolutely fantastic way to get a vehicle in the graveyard. Tap to draw a card, then discard a card. I mean, that is a match made in heaven for Greasefang. Perfect. Parhelion? Oh, phew. Oh, it's not Parhelion. Oh my goodness. We dodged a bullet there. I hope. Okay, we got at least a turn or 2. No vehicle in the graveyard. You can do it. Okay, that's good. Good. We're still safe. There's a Great Henge. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell. Maybe it's just something that wants us to pay some extra. Okay, oh, I'm liking the looks of this. Nice bit of damage. Hopefully we continue to be safe. Hopefully we draw a Rending Volley or something. Tap the Great Henge to gain a bit of life just because sometimes I do forget. That's not fun. Oh, they discarded 2 lands. We're still good. Ooh, Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Huh. Well, we could pop off next turn depending what we draw. Hopefully a creature. You can do it. Oh boy. Oh, it's not a creature. Nuts. Well, at least Taupe Stomper is turned into... I'm kind of thinking of attacking. Let's do that. They're at 8. They would take at least 3. And Rona would go down. Well, yeah, I think Rona might go down. Okay, this might be nice. Don't get a vehicle in the graveyard. Oh, boy. Ooh, phew, still no vehicle. Very exciting stuff. Okay, hopefully that helped us buy a bit of time. They got something for Regisaur, I think. That darn extinction event. Not fun. Now we still might be able to get the job done, you know. Draw Regisaur Alpha, draw a card, or Hunt Master to draw Marauding, to draw Regisaur, and devastate them. But, they are scared. Ugh. 2 forests in a row, my, oh my. Well, we got to get something that isn't a forest, or a land at some point here. Nuts. Hopefully this isn't it. Ugh, those Sky Sovereign, they could... Oh, I think they're going Greasefang. Taking out that token. They're not. Phew. They still don't have Greasefang in their hand. Very, very good for us. Oh boy. Oh, you gotta be kidding. So you're kind of seeing why I was not liking a lot of lands. Yeah. Nuts. Nothing I could do. I mean... Nope, no attacks, no attacks. Ouch. Ouch is right. Maybe I will go down to 22. That's okay. That's okay. I'm still having a good time. We got to get a creature at some point. Again, it is at least interesting to see how bad it gets. Chances are, I imagine we would be done for. Well, we kind of almost had him-ish. 6-13. Oh, we're not quite dead. If they attack with everything, do they want to do that? They're being conservative. They're at least respecting the potential explosive power of dinosaurs. As we draw Wayward Swordtooth. Okay. Well, I imagine all the extra draws will kill us at this point, since we are down to 8. They don't have to be too worried, but we'll see anyways what happens. I don't imagine we'll be... Okay. There's Rending Volley. Would have been nice to see it a little bit sooner. It's not like the deck could be any better. It's not. It's a fact of life. Yeah, that's okay. We had that absolutely beautiful start against Bard class, so it's going to be hard to top a lovely example like that. I'm already thrilled to have a good example. Some nights, of course, there is not any good examples, but it's always a good time because I'm playing dinos, tweaking things, slight variations. Yeah. Even if I pop off on one game, you guys get to see exactly what things are meant to do. And then you just run into painful stumbling blocks like that.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
That might be what you're asking about the shuffler there. What is happening in there when we just draw so much? Yeah. It's bound to happen. It's not like it's a 0% chance. It has to happen to everybody at some point. Statistically speaking, it will happen to everybody. I like that. Yeah. Jengatha. Could be Boros Convoke, could be Rakdos Sacrifice. Starting off with the turn 1 Thoughtseize. Oh my goodness. Hey.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
Yeah. I'll let Arnold speak for me. Oh, they got rid of the Great Henge. Ah, but I have 2 more waiting in the wings. That's how good it is. Oh. Boom. I think we'll go with Karplusan Forest. We'll see. Okay, we'll see what we get. It was only a land to grab. Sadly, sending another one of the other 2 Great Henges to the bottom. That's all right. That's all right. Still might make some good stuff happen. Hopefully, well, it doesn't really matter if Topiary or Wayward Swordtooth are stolen. That's not a problem. The opponent can't attack with them when they claim the Firstborn. Stealing a creature with a mana value 3 or less for 1 red. Then they sacrifice it to the Witch's Oven, and sadly, Topiary and Wayward are both at least 4 power. And then they get to make 2 food tokens instead of the normal 1 food token. Well, that looks pretty good. They're not playing the Mayhem Devil right now. Oh, they chose to play Unlucky Witness instead of the Mayhem Devil. I will absolutely take it. Yeah, Wayward Swordtooth. I like that. Stomping Ground as our land for the turn. Boom. Carnage Taunt next turn. Carnage Taunt is going to deal absolute carnage. Fortunately, they didn't get the Cauldron Familiar turn 1, Witch's Oven turn 2, Mayhem Devil turn 3. We're in a pretty good position at the moment against this particular deck. They didn't have their absolute best opening, that's for sure. Alright, play a thing. We don't have to worry about being chump blocked. This is the ultimate scary thing against this deck. Hopefully we get a Great Henge, the other copy. We have 1 at the bottom and 1 else in the library. Now, when I play Topiary Stomper, that's going to shuffle the library and all but guaranteed send this particular copy of the Great Henge higher up. It would be pretty unlucky if it didn't go higher than basically the bottom of the deck, so we can always keep that in mind too. Topiary Stomper helping a little bit, or of course the 3rd copy of the Great Henge could have been the very next card. We'll never know with this list. We can't see the top card of the library, but you send some good stuff to the bottom with Commune, but then you shuffle, and that good stuff does likely get a little bit higher. May not make a difference ever, but it's it's better than the bottom. Keep that in mind. It's looking pretty good. They're pretty darn scared. Regisaur plus Topiary next turn. Could be good. Can we make a total of 8? If we draw another land, we can make a total of 8. Going Regisaur plus Topiary, attacking with... almost attacking with everything. Gotta be Topiary, certainly. I want to keep Regisaur Alpha around. Ooh, okay. It's pretty good still. Maximum Aggression? Possibly. Kroxa would trade with Carnage Taunt. They don't have anything left in the graveyard, so they shouldn't be escaping Kroxa anytime soon. Let's do it. They're going to take that opportunity to get rid of Carnage Taunt, I would imagine. Okay. We still get... Oh, maybe they're scared of an Embercleave. I can't Embercleave at the moment because an Embercleave would cost 3, and I only have 2 lands left. But, I messed up there. I meant to switch Kroxa to be the first thing. Yeah, oops. I was excited talking about Embercleave, but, yeah. Kroxa and the Goblin. That should have absolutely flipped. 2 Mayhem Devils. Well, that may just about be it. Especially when it is another land. Yeah. Even if we had taken out Kroxa, it still would have been absolutely painful with those devils. No more lands. No more lands. Oh! Yeah. Ouch. Well, that's going to be it with all the damage from the Mayhem Devils, sacrificing multiple things. Painful. Perhaps we can somehow survive with a sliver of health. I don't expect so, because Kroxa attacking simply is 3 damage there. We have no cards to discard. Ooh, they're sending a lot towards Wayward. My goodness. Crazy. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Well, I'll take it and I'll see what we draw. Galta would be nice. Another land, wow, okay, that does it. I would like to go back if possible and redo that oopsie of not taking out Kroxa. But yeah, I imagine it may not have mattered anyways, sadly. Alright, of course we don't have any sweeper in here at the moment. Maybe cutting something somewhere for 3 Anger of the Gods, 3 Brotherhood's End, 1 Anger, 2 Brotherhood's End, a sweeper to deal damage, take out all the little stuff, at least 3. Certainly taking out the Mayhem Devils, all the Mayhem Devils, as soon as possible. That might just save you, but sometimes it doesn't, because they can respond to the sweeper by sacrificing a bunch of stuff and still gain some very good value from those devils. Devilish. Devious amounts of devilish damage. Usually I just default to a sweeper, but is there something else that might be nice? Huntmaster. I think I'll trim Huntmaster. Bring in Shifting Ceratops. Huntmaster dies to all basically right away. Shifting can't be stolen by Claim the Firstborn. That I like. I really hated that Great Henge. Ooh. Maybe I'll trim a land. You know what? Let's do it. Let's trim a Rootbound Crag. Let's get in that rhythm of the wild. Make things bigger, speedy, hasty. Alright. Lord Tupperware, you better be scared. Like the looks of that. Bunch of lands, 2 communes. Hopefully grabbing a Marauding Raptor, and hopefully that Marauding Raptor sticks around. You know what, we'll take the turn off to go with Cinderglade. We don't have any basics, and Cinderglade has to enter, probably tap that some. Oh, another one. Wow, this is wacky. Topiary Stomper. Let's get a thing that gets us ahead, gets us up by 1 forever, pretty much. Kind of like Wayward. That's a good question. You know what, Marauding Raptor. They see Marauding, they're ready and waiting to take it out with Fatal Push or steal it. But we may not use Marauding, we might wait. But let's take a look. What is at the bottom? What is not at the bottom, I should say. There are 8 cards at the bottom that are not the Great Henge. That is very great for us. Of course, Topiary Shuffles has to happen. So hopefully that didn't put those Great Henges closer to the bottom and not draw it. But that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Oh, okay. Also quite nice. Going to be doing a lot of stuff this turn. Certainly have to pay that 2 life. Marauding. Wayward. We'll see what this land gets. Kind of like another Topiary Stomper. If everybody sticks around, it is going to be quite amazing. We'll possibly be at 10 permanents and 7 lands, being able to attack and block with Wayward and Topiary. That'll be pretty decent, I say. I think they're digging for an oven, sending Kolgan's command to the graveyard. That's pretty good. It deals 2 damage to any target, so the Hunt Master that I trimmed for this game, that would have been a pretty straightforward target. Discarding a card, but yeah, I expect they got to be digging for something. Something impactful. Digging for a Thoughtseize, maybe. The Great Henge next turn would be absolutely devastating. Able to play it for 4. It could tap for 2 green, and we have 2 other lands untapped, so we'd have a total of 4 left over. The Topiary Stomper for 2, draw a card, and who knows what happens after that. I mean, it's kind of rough. We lose it to Village Rites, perhaps. 1 black. Or the thingamajigger. Whatchamacallit. Coming up right here. Something on Marauding. Okay. Well, they had 2 fatal pushes. Interesting. Can I go with everything for a total of 8? I don't think so. But we should maximize everything. Takes green. We'll make as much as humanly possible. Topiary Stomper, of course, to get us to 7 lands. That's what I want to be doing. Into shifting. Good stuff. Absolutely able to give it haste and trample. Hey, if Mayhem Devil wants to block it, that's fine. I imagine it probably will block Marauding. Maybe. But if we take out Mayhem Devil, no, let's do it. We've got Topiary Stomper to block at least. So I think we should be safe, even though I'm at 10. Somebody. Oh, good. Shifting Ceratops with that trample. A little bit of damage continues on through. I'm liking our chances here. But where's that Great Henge? Ooh. Come on, you can do it. You can see how lovely it would be oftentimes, and how often we're just not seeing it. So even with 3 copies, sometimes they discard it, and then sometimes you just don't see it. I wouldn't feel too good having 1 copy in. Yeah, no point in really attacking, I would imagine. Except with Topiary Stomper because of the vigilance, but not with everything else. We wouldn't even kill them, and they would kill us next turn. Absolutely. And we take out 1 cat, get something. Buy ourselves a little bit of time. However, if we do draw a Great Henge, of course it isn't going to be doing much of anything. We simply play it and gain 2 life, and then hope the very next card is a creature to start the chain. Yes, start the chain eventually here. Man, should I go down to 20? Of course, I won't go down to 20. This is, how she goes. Sometimes you have multiple times in a row or in quick succession where it is painful. Fortunately, they don't know exactly how to use Reflection of Kiki Jiki, making a bunch of copies at the end of our turn, and then those copies are sticking around, and phew, we dodged a bullet. Hopefully we continue to dodge a bullet. Okay, yeah, that's probably going to do us in. At least there isn't a Mayhem Devil. Oh, Perforos. I mean, it's not nothing. Doesn't exactly help us. Yeah, no, that's good game. Kiki-Jiki making copies of itself. Not a pretty sight. Okay. We'll get revenge next time. We gotta get it at some point here. We'll get there. Okay. What's it gonna be? Maybe it's finally gonna be Mono Green Devotion, which I honestly can't remember the last time I faced it. Could have been a week. Yeah, could have been a week since I faced my last Mono Green Devotion, which is not a bad thing. But of course they don't interact early. It's one of the best decks to be able to do my stuff uninterrupted. Well, we are seeing a Great Henge, multiples. Certainly a very different turn of events, but a very terrible hand. It's not even an untapped source of green for Commune to grab a second land. I mean, it's a little bit better. Still too painful, I think. Okay, we finally got there. Oh boy. Regisaur and Galta to the bottom. Trim the costliest stuff. Oh. Is it a Thoughtseize? Oh my goodness. It is the Knight of Thoughtseizes. That's not particularly uncommon. If you're in black, you're using this. Maybe it is another Greasefang. That would be quite interesting. It's kind of like spirits. I faced them 5 times yesterday, and now perhaps I'm facing some sort of Greasefang variation multiple times today. Could be anything and everything. We'll go with Commune. We'll see what that gets. I'm just going to grab another land. I don't bother playing Huntmaster if it's going to die. We could save it, maybe until we get to the Great Henge, and Huntmaster would be a creature and card draw. Speaking of the Great Henge. I guess we'll play it, and we'll hope we draw something that it could accelerate out. But it does seem to be Orzhov tokens, perhaps? White and black? Shieldred. I hear Shieldred is pretty good. Maybe next turn we won't draw land. Carnage Giant, very nice, although we did send one to the bottom. And a T-Rex. Ooh. Well, Topiary Stomper at the very least would help us get to the Great Henge next turn, but it's too little too late, especially with the wedding festivity there. Has transformed from wedding announcement. Creatures they control get +1/+1. And we are basically done. I'll just wait and see if I draw another land next turn, just because, mostly curiosity's sake. Well, I'm not unlocking the full potential of the Great Henge with these examples. Sometimes it takes a lot to pick the lock to unlock it and do exactly what you want. Maybe the algorithm is it's sending me a bunch of losses to avenge that Bard class player, because they're like, that was devastating, that was way too dirty. Yeah. Nope, and it was another land. Okay. Can't really do much. Well, I can't get a whole lot worse than that. Unfortunate seeing one land, especially with 23. If it was a bunch of stuff that cost 2, I may have risked it, because seeing one land, 23, well, 22 lands still left in the deck, a very good chance to draw that second one if I am on the draw. 2 chances to see it by turn 2. Yeah, okay, well, it's Orzhov tokens with Shieldred. Not much more to say about that. Do they have other white stuff that Rending Volley might be nice against? I don't think so. Probably not. A lot of stuff is going to die. We just have to hope that we can pop off. Maybe they won't go turn 1 Thoughtseize, and perhaps this is going to be the game where we get that hasty Galta. Turn 3. Ooh. Love it. I mean, I have kept crazy hands like this. I don't want to mulligan forever. Turn 1 Commune with this Carplucent to grab the second land for... okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Backs against the wall. Okay, we got a Stomping Ground. Lovely stuff. So our mana is still nice and very consistent. It's like the sun rising, the sun setting. It's like breathing. It's like paying your taxes. Nothing in life is certain except death and taxes and Thoughtseize on turn 1. Oh! Okay. Well, at least we get to play something for 3. They will get rid of Topiary, guaranteed, because that is good as well. We did draw land, so we still get to do something. Make a little bit of use of Wayward. Possibly we get to go with Xenagos next turn. That'd be alright. At least they didn't have a third Thoughtseize. Whew. Maybe they have a Fatal Push. They don't have a Fatal Push. Okay. I like it. That could mean we get Galta next turn. Or they got removed. Okay. No, interesting. Well. Let's just play her. Let's see what happens. Let's hope they don't have removal for her. If they don't, Xenagos doubling her, but I imagine they're not too scared. They got Go for the Throat, something to deal with her. I'd be surprised if that wasn't the... Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Well. I'm just going to play Xenagos. I'm not going to take the risk of possibly not seeing that land. Ooh, my goodness. That is beautiful. Thumbs up. Redemption. Devastating. Really should have just attacked with Marauding, because the token would have blocked. Okay. I should have done the math there. I was... Still. That's why you use multiple copies, just in case. Oh, I'm feeling good. This is revenge. What's it gonna be? Would be nice to turn on Xenagos, make it a creature as well, but still just playing. Ooh, that's rough. Again, highlighting the fact that the mountain is messing us up. If that was not a mono red source, it would have been something for green, guaranteed. Topiary Stomper would have played for 2, Galta for 2, and we're off to the races right there. However, it's definitely going to be Galta, but I'm going to take the chance and hope for a land or another Marauding. Yeah, I'm going to do it. 1 red, boom. We get enough reduction to play Galta for 2. Hopefully. Phew, they didn't have some sort of removal for them. Okay. Bing, bang, boom. Oh. Alright. That was pretty good. Yeah. Does that mono red source or colorless source, maybe it's some utility land, blast zone, that sort of thing, does it mess you up often enough to not have it in? And of course, having the single mountain in a pinch, if we need to grab it for something that requires red, Topiary Stomper can do that. Sometimes it does save me, but again, does it save me often enough? Am I grabbing it often enough that I want to keep it in? Hard to say. Does it hurt more than it helps? Maybe it is basically even. Of course, it would take a lot of different scenarios and a large sample size to determine that. Okay, well, we got the job done. Do I want to do anything else? Probably not. Play these things, hope for the best, hope to get the Great Henge. Yeah, let's do it. I don't think we'll get quite as lucky. We dodged, well, they didn't have a whole lot of removal. All that stuff just stuck around. Very, very fortunate. Maybe it won't be turn 1 Thoughtseize here. Do we like the looks of this? I'm going to keep it. I got a good feeling. A bunch of lands, but watch this be perhaps the game that we get mana screwed. Oh boy. Okay, no, that's all right. That's all right. When we do play the Queen, we got a backup. Okay, well, we won't be playing Huntmaster next turn, that's for sure. I imagine that's what they're going to be naming, pretty much guaranteed. Keep us off that cost reduction. And oh, they're just, my goodness, they're very scared of that Carnage Tyrant. Luckily, I have another copy. The other 2, or the other 1 in the sideboard there. Okay, well, we can't get lucky and not have them have Fatal Push forever. Kind of like Wayward Swordtooth. You know what, we'll go with Marauding. Hope they don't have removal. If they don't, and we draw another land, Regis or Alpha would be good. Okay, might work out. Okay, I guess it doesn't. That's alright. A very interesting list, I must say. I'm not exactly sure what I want to call it. Orzhov tokens. I think I'll go with that. Ooh. Well, they'll get rid of Regisaur. Ouch. Unfortunate both ways. Pretty painful stuff. Would be nice to take it out, maybe, at some point. At the beginning of their end step, to put a counter on each creature that attacked this turn. They can sacrifice it to also... yeah. Okay, well, we won't be playing Galta next turn. Maybe we can scrape something by. Of course, the opponent is stumbling in the land department as well, which is pretty good. Oh, my, this is wacky. Marauding Raptor next turn would reduce Galta by 3 for 1 red. So we could possibly be seeing Galta and give her haste. Imagine it is too little too late at that point, but it could happen. Yeah, we're not coming back from that. No siree. Ouch. That's how she goes. Maybe we'll face another Bard class. 2 Bard classes in a night. Now that would be pretty wacky indeed. Spirits though. I want to face spirits. I want to bring in the Rending Volley. Maybe the fact I have it in the sideboard is just scary in a way. Of course, that's not how it works, but I always like to think I bring a thing in against a thing that I face quite a bit, and then just due to variance, you don't face it. You could face so many things. You might as well do something good to begin with. Nice, powerful. Focus on that. Don't do anything too crazy and wacky. And you have the stuff in the sideboard that, can take out a decent range of things. Mono green devotion to begin with. It does seem to be the case. Go with that turn 1 commune to grab Wayward Swordtooth if we draw another land. And it is mono green. Wolfwillow Haven coming in hot. Oh, not. Oh, what is it? Burning Tree Emissary. Oh, they got 2 burning trees. Oh, yeah, my. Okay. That was, it was magical Christmas land-ish for them. But again, if they don't have removal on Marauding, we get Galta. No obliterating bolt or nothing to fight. Nothing to fight. You can do it. At least we do get a trade with one of these creatures, so that's pretty good. Yes. Oh, this is what it's all about, folks. Boom. We're sitting at 10 reduction. Play an extra land. Galta. Yeah, baby. Should I attack? Yeah, we're dealing 6. I want to take advantage of that damage. I think Galta blocking whatever is the biggest thing maybe will be safe. Vivian Arcbow Ranger is not a problem. They'll never be attacking into Galta, that's for sure. That's not happening anytime soon. Pretty funny when they can't attack. You know what? I kind of like 2 Topiary Stompers. I must admit, we get to 10 permanents because of Topiary, so Wayward Swordtooth can attack. We get a supercharged Marauding Raptor. Oh. Yeah. They probably felt they were pretty good. They played 3 Burning Tree Emissaries on turn 2. Plus the Ranger class. Man, that's pretty good. But fortunately, I had the thing. I got Galta. Turn 3. Even if you don't get to attack with her with haste, that's alright. Okay. Again, a sweeper would be pretty good. We face some control, which a sweeper doesn't really help with. Some aggressive stuff. Some nights it is all control. Sweeper doesn't do much. More aggressive things, a sweeper is pretty good, but we bring the sweeper in, we just don't see it. That's just life. But it seems like just pretty aggro. We'll trim the costly things. Nah, I want to keep in 2 Carnage turns. Would they have removal? I think they could. Something cheap. Maybe Huntmaster would not live too long. I'll trim 2 copies of that. I'll bring in the hasty stuff. Of course, Huntmaster. Commune with Dinosaurs can't grab Huntmaster, but I also bring in something else that it still can't grab, so it's not like it's a total loss. We still have 4 total things. It feels the same. Yeah, I like things bigger, hastier. I think that might make all the difference, especially if we don't see a Regis or Alpha. We have a lot of things that give everything haste, so we should be pretty good in that department. Not so good there. Of course, we could play Hunt Master, but too rough. Oh, much better. But knowing what we're against, I kind of want to trim a Galta. I think I'll do that. We got 4 copies. Galta is legendary. We got a very good chance of seeing Galta at some point. Ooh, and the Great Henge to boot. All right. Okay. We got a lot of good things. Hopefully nothing to fight and get rid of Marauding. I suspect there's fighting stuff around. Oh, I guess not. Or they play a land, play Vivian Arcbow Ranger, and use her ability with the Lovestruck Beast to... Okay, they don't. Phew. Just a bunch of L's, I guess. Well. Commune, grab a land for next turn. Stomping Ground it is. I was thinking of grabbing Cinderglade, but it wouldn't have been guaranteed to be at 2 basic lands. This Topiary Stomper is only getting us to our first basic. I'll attack with Marauding. They're not going to certainly triple block. We're still at a pretty healthy 15, I think. The Great Henge next turn, it seems, followed by Topiary Stomper. Hopiary Stomper, and I guess it is Mono Green Devotion. It certainly didn't seem like that from... Okay, well, they got their own Great Henge. Not so great for us. Hopefully they don't go storm the festival. That darn Lovestruck Beast taken out. Oh, they did it. Good. I mean, it's still very rough. I imagine we may just be done for. But maybe not. Yeah, pretty much. I'm just going to go with Carnage Tyrant. We'll hope for the best. But they can make that Lair of the Hydra big. And Vivian Arcbow Ranger makes Lair of the Hydra trample. Not a fun time. That's probably it. Mono Green Devotion, Stompy. I know this isn't the first time I've faced it, but tends to do the trick. All kinds of stuff with counters and the Cemetery Prowler. Ouch. We're not busting through that. Maybe through some twist of fate we would, but I don't think so. The Great Henge getting Galta and Regisaur chaining a lot of stuff. Seven, pretty good. Oh my, that is gross. Well, we'll take everything, of course. We want to reduce the Great Henge to 2 green. That is, stranger things have happened, though. We should maximize... Nah, we have to play the Great Henge first, and then Castle Garen Break. Using its ability and leaving at least 1 source of red for Regisaur Alpha. Just go with that. Well, you never know. Good things might happen. Nope. Maybe. Perhaps if we were 1 turn sooner, then they hadn't barfed as much as they did barf. Could have made it work. But yeah, they are pretty light on removal. I want Hunt Master. I want to increase the chance of doing our thing as much as possible. That's about it. Yeah. Okay. Turn 3 Galta, hasty. Let's hope. That's not going to do it. No way. Okay, that's a lot better. Infinitely better, I would say. Do you want to keep both Hunt Masters? Not so much. You know what? I'll send the Mountain to the bottom. I'll keep both. See if we can grab a Marauding something, start stacking that cost reduction. I think Galta actually feels pretty good. Depending how we draw. Okay. You know, that's how it goes. Sometimes you grab a thing and you just get another copy right afterwards. Yeah. Oof. Okay. Something else. Anything else. Okay, that is pretty good, actually. That's gonna help us get Galta next turn at the very least. Also, Ronus can't attack and block. We can be pretty aggressive this turn. A big help. Can't attack or block unless they control another creature with power 4 or greater. Okay. All in. Maximum aggression. None of the elves are going to be blocking at the very least. They know Galta is going to happen next turn. They have to do absolutely everything they can. A Great Henge would be good. Reduced to 4 with Ronus right now. Ronus, Redosaur, taking that out. We still might see Galta. Ugh, we might not see Galta. Okay, well, we'll still be as aggressive as possible. I'm going to take out her. Absolutely. I don't want them to be making bigger and bigger things with Trample. Yeah, if only we had seen another land, that would have been divine. We would have got him. Yeah, still might get him. That's pretty good. 1 green, Galta, maximum reduction. I'm going to wait. They got Ronus, which, you know, they have a big enough creature they can attack and block. Hopefully they have no fighting. Okay, well, they got the Death Touch with Ronus. We lose Galta, unfortunately. But, you know, we get to play the other copy and still play a cheap Great Henge. Maybe they're going to be aggressive now. I wouldn't mind that. I guess with Elder Gargaroth, the Vigilance, of course, that is rough. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, that's pretty good. That is something. Now, do I want to take out Vivian? Do I just want to attack with Galta? That could be a very real possibility. I kind of like that. We got Wayward Swordtooth to block, the token to block. I'll do as much damage as possible. That works out. Hopefully they don't have another Vivian Arcbow Ranger. That would be rough. Alright. We got a cheap Carnage Tarrant. Maybe the 3rd Galta. That'd be pretty crazy. That's pretty good. We can double block to take out the Elder Gargaroth. We can still triple block. I think we just gotta do it. It's rough. Rough, I say. Well, we're still left with something. That's good. Alright, what's it gonna be? Well, maybe we can draw something nice. Another land to... Oh, marauding. Also good. That's a creature. That's a draw. Certainly got to be Cinderglade. Now, we have 11 trample damage. I like the thought of that. I like the thought of that indeed. Let's do it. Ronus can't do anything at the moment. Go time. Hopefully. Yeah, we take out some creatures. That's alright. Oh boy. Here's hoping they can't deal 18 damage to us in a single turn. I don't think that's going to happen. At the very least, yeah, I think we should be okay. Ronus is turned on. Ronus is also quite big. Hopefully this is redemption. Barfing creatures. Draw a creature. Draw a creature. Oh, we drew that. Yeah, we do a creature. We do a creature. Folks, this might be it. Chain a bunch. Chain a bunch. Let's do it. Oh, that's not it. That's not... Okay. Okay, well, maximum aggression way shifting Ceratops it is. Go time. Go time. Werewolf Pack Leader or Lovestruck Beast is that. Oh, okay, good. Trample. Oh. Ooh, down to 1. Yee, oh boy. Close. Ronus, I imagine, is going to take out Marauding Raptor. That's okay. Not the end of the world. We still got Huntmaster. Let's hope it's not a land. It's a land. Okay. Well, we'll play that, gain a bit of life, and hope for the best. Nuts. No more lands. No more. Oh boy. But we're losing Huntmaster. Maybe losing this completely, unfortunately. Regis or Alpha. Chain at least a few things coming up. We only have to deal 1 damage. And, well, we don't. We'll play a forest, and that's the theme of tonight, I must say. My, oh my. That's going to be it. Sadly. Ronus to pump one of those things and counters. I'll still stick with it. This is a very small sample size at 23. I'll stick with 23. It's just, very unfortunate. Would have been nice to see at least what I would draw the very next one. Nah. That's alright. We'll get them next time. Just nothing you can do sometimes. Huh? Time is it? Yeah. I think I'll stop it there for tonight. That was very good, even though it was painful. Started off absolutely splendid, and sometimes your thing doesn't do the thing. Not that you necessarily need to make any changes. Maybe 1 land. We'll see. But very good overall. Lost Caverns of Ixalan coming up 2 days. The first spoilers start. Maybe one of those new dinos is going to make all the difference. Who knows? Alright, have a good one. A good rest of your night, morning, evening, afternoon, whenever it is. And I'll see you next time.